So here's what happened in Pune. This girl opened the door thinking it was a delivery boy. He asked for a pen, and when she turned around, he forced his way in and raped that girl. A 22-year-old IT professional in Pune has survived a horrific assault. She was attacked inside her own home by a man posing as a Courier executive. The man took a selfie with the victim after the assault and in fact, he even typed a chilling message, left it on her phone saying, "I will come back. If you say this to anybody else, I will come back." He threatened to leak her photographs, which he took after she was unconscious. The woman lives with her brother, we hear, and we understand that this man actually walked into that gated community and pretended as if he had to deliver some documents. This was roughly around 8:30 p.m. and it was clear that her brother wasn't at home. The CCTV footage will help identify that guy, but what's shocking here is that the man is said to have sprayed something on her that led to her becoming unconscious. He walked in, rang the bell, he said that I had to deliver some documents, could I please have a pen? She goes inside to get a pen and he walks in, locks the door from the inside and sprays a chemical spray on her. She falls unconscious. He rapes her, takes a selfie with her unconscious, possibly semi-nude or completely nude, and then leaves a message on her phone saying, "I'm going to come back for you if you speak about this to anyone else." This is now, of course, triggered huge outrage and a lot of questions about safety in gated communities. How is this even possible for a case like this to unfold in plain sight? Let's listen in.
Yesterday at 7:30, one delivery boy with bank envelope entered her flat, and he said that courier is there, but I have forgotten the pen. So Nirvaya went inside her home to take the pen. Meanwhile, immediately he closed the door, and this incident happened.
All right, let me quickly bring in our guests here, Nirmal Kaur, who's a former DGP Jharkhand, and Mamta Kale, who's a social activist. Thank you, both of you, for joining us. Nirmal Kaur, how do you look at the safety inside gated communities? It's really shocked me. The man walks in and says that he has to deliver something and sprays this chemical on her face, which led to her becoming unconscious. This is a very rare case, but it seems like the man was so brazen, he knew what he was doing and he got exactly what he wanted inside a gated community.
It's a very, very shocking incident, But then, these delivery boys are so common these days. I mean, on the roads there, you see delivery boys and all of them look alike. I mean, without wearing a uniform, they all wear these helmets and walk everywhere with these helmets. They're barely recognizable and they look like the same person. And how in a gated community the guard let him in? There should be some way of, receiving the documents at the gate or calling the person down at the gate. Apparently, the security is lax, no doubt. If it is a gated community, they should be checked at the gate. Who's coming, who's going out. CCTV cameras may help identify him, but then it is too late. It could have been
To
easily
ask you, Ms.
prevented.
Nirmal, will the gated community society be held responsible for this? Can they be pulled up legally for this lapse?
I suppose they can be. It's sheer utter negligence, which can amount to some criminal kind of contribution. Yes, they've been utterly negligent at the least, and they have not taken care that somebody should not go into the flats like this, especially where a young girl is staying.
There's no digital checks, there's no log, nothing.
And they should have seen the ID card of the person who went in. The ID is not checked in, it is not counter-checked. The guard has to look at the people who are going in.
Yeah. The most basic, right? Ms. Mamta Kale, would you agree? How would you feel safe if stories like this come where the man is holding a chemical spray and then making you unconscious and raping you inside your own home? How would you, how exactly would we as women live with safety in gated communities here?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on your show, Nabila, for this important issue, because this is a worrying and chilling matter. It's not a normal rape case. Here we can't even blame that girl that she was in a place where she didn't know anybody. She's sitting at her home and the guy walks in and rapes her in her house. This is a very, very unusual state of a case. And here I would, definitely blame the society, the AWHO there. I am sure they would be having some security member who would be looking after the security. So the society has a lot to answer here. It is their responsibility. I mean, this is bizarre that anybody would, walk in to the society. There are no checks and balances at the main guard room. So how do you ensure the security of anybody for
Will you
that
slap
matter?
a case on the society? I fully point fingers at the guards, basically the agency who are deploying those guards, and the society itself. The people who take maintenance, they are supposed to be ensuring the society is safe.
Absolutely correct. All of us, we live in good societies, thinking that we will be secured inside, and we pay heavy maintenance, and through that maintenance only, the salaries of these security guards and so on
Correct.
goes. And if you are not able to do the basics of checking a guy who's coming in or going out, then what are you doing? There should be cases against the security agency, as well as, I would say, Nabila, that the AWHO needs to be questioned. The society has a lot to answer. What were they doing?
Absolutely.
Why are there is no strict security checks and balances in place?
I'm just only convinced that the lady is doing okay now, but she's had the courage to file a complaint and take this up. She will fight the case, and I think a bitter lesson for all of us that even gated communities are unsafe. You've got to do a double cross check before you let anyone into your home or open your doors for a delivery agent the next time. Thanks very much, the both of you, for joining us. Really appreciate your time.